Well, hello, Aquarius. So, I got two more readings to do, and you're one of them. Happy holidays. I hope you're doing amazing. Thank you so much for being here if you're new. If you're returning, thank you for lending your energy to the channel. Also, I'm just going to get started because I'm trying to get these out so I can focus on January's readings and maybe a New Year's reading. We will see. Because that's a lot. Okay? So let's pray. Spirit guide, guardian angel, divine energy, universal energy. What do you have for Aquarius for now until the end of the month? Aquarius, now to the end of the month. And 3 cards right out. Yep. Okay, Aquarius, we have door to happiness. I'm sorry. Door to personal healing and happiness. We have the second chakra. So, numerology. 3 and 4 is 7. And on this one, we have 3 and 6. That's 9. Yeah, 9. And the sun, which is the number 1. So, Aquarius, let's see. I feel like you're learning how to speak up for yourself when it comes to your wants and desires and what it is that you would love in your life. Kind of really standing up for yourself, really expressing what it is that you want. And this was a goal or like a spiritual thing that you had to go through. Okay? Because it's like you needed to speak up for yourself, or you needed to stand up for yourself in order to build a life or a situation that would make you completely happy, right? It feels like to me in the past there were issues with you speaking up about something. There's also a little bit of settling energy for something in your life, okay? So, ooh, Lord. I was a little optimistic about that, wasn't I? Alright. Sorry, let me pull this cord back. Okay. So, with the second chakra, it talks about you learning now that you have your own desires and wishes and wants to express them. So, learning the best way to express your wants or create a future for yourself where you can be successful or you can have success. So, you can have the things that you want. First, you had to realize and kind of build up your strength to know that you can have certain things. And now it's about going for those things. And the more that you go towards those things or realize that about you, about yourself, really, you can have these new beginnings, these wonderful, wonderful new beginnings. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Spirit, Guardian Angel, Divine Energy, this is for Aquarius. Now to the end of the month. Alright, we have the Four of Cups, the Devil. The Four of Swords, the Queen of Wands. I can already see the storyline. 3 of Wands, 8 of Wands, The Tower. Justice. King of Cups. Bottom of the deck we have the Five of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Okay. So Aquarius, it looks like you have some new love in your life, okay? Or the opportunity for new love or something that can make you happy. I feel like with the Five of Wands, there's a lot of like conflict of accepting it, or believing in it. It's kind of like past versus future, and there's conflict with that. Or it could just be conflict, period. I don't really want to put a title on it yet until we get into the reading. But it looks like you have an opportunity to really be happy here, Aquarius. This is beautiful. It's nice to have that. So what I see here with the Four of Cups is, okay, I feel like in the past you may have blindly been trying to give someone some sort of love and receive that back, and they have had their guard up to you, and you feel like they're being bougie is the first word that comes up, but just not like letting you in because you feel like maybe their ego is too high. That's for someone. For some of you, someone has been trying to offer love to you, and you're like, you know what? I'm good, thanks. And you've been doing that to keep your like strength in the situation, like to keep your place on top. It's like it's nice to be wanted by someone, and you kind of want to keep them there before they change their mind and or mm, become or do or be someone else besides that person to you. Okay, so the only thing about it is it may keep you safe in doing that. Okay. Some of you, like in the first scenario, you're just addicted to this person. So let's talk about the first scenario first. For those of you who have been trying to offer love to someone that has been ignoring you, that relationship is unhealthy. Because I feel like this other person does not care. Okay? And you need to think about they're moving forward with their life, and you need to put a rest to this fully to end it. If you haven't already, because this is like past energy, if you haven't already, it's time for you to officially end this, cut it off and be done with it. Okay, because it looks like they're moving forward with their life, and they're taking off in that direction. They're not thinking about you again. Okay, so for those of you who have been ignoring someone that's been offering something to you, you're really kind of excited about it because they make you feel good. It's kind of like it's like boosting up your confidence levels. But it's almost like you're blocking them out when you should be trying to move forward, or you should be trying to think of your future. Like you have something here that you actually could create. It doesn't feel like it's bad to me. It almost feels like you're holding on to the past, or holding on to how you used to be, or what things used to be like, instead of moving forward. And it's time for you to put that to a rest. It's time for you to sit it down, right? And it's time for you to want more or something bigger and better for yourself, right? When you put that to a rest, I feel like everything's going to start to take off. That's what's interesting about this, Aquarius, is I feel like once you reach out and start talking, or because right now you're in this like steady ego, I'm in control type of feeling or environment within yourself. And when you step out of that, things will start to take off really fast. Okay? But you have to put but you have to let go of, I don't know what I'm talking about. But when you but you have to let go of the past, whether this be a person or someone that you were dealing with, or just the old way of thinking that's keeping you trapped. Okay? So I see when communication starts to start, like it's really going to knock down your ego. It's going to knock everything down, and you're going to feel like it's interesting because it feels like this is what I've waited for. This is that balance that I was looking for when I was trying to move forward before, right? And I feel like you're going to know that you're in love, or this person loves you, or it feels like you're going to dive into your emotions, Aquarius. It does. That's what it looks like to me. You're about to dive into your emotions. But the first thing you have to do is change your way of thinking. You got to break down that ego and move forward. Actually accept that you have desires. You know what I mean? I don't know how old any of you are, but I have music going on in the background and Color Me Bad just came on. That is hilarious. I have on like a 90s mix. I change it depending on the energy. It's really weird. Last night I was listening to folk music, and then this morning it's 90s R&B. But anyway, I love to talk to y'all about nothing. Okay, so Four of Cups. Yeah, there's definitely an offer being given or received that hasn't been worked on. And it just feels like nothing is coming out of it. But I feel like there's other people involved on the other side of that story. You know, it's like just needing to get, just wanting to really get some recognition. You know? To be appreciated. Yeah, to start things over fresh. To restart what was from something in the past, right? The devil. Yeah, it's time to let that go. It's there's been this energy, Aquarius, in the past of like, if I just keep on trying to work this out, if I just keep on working hard at this, it'll come back to me. But it's becoming an obsession or a bad bond that you have with that. See, it's time for you to see the truth, to understand the situation, to not be your own worst enemy, you know. Yeah, you need to put that to a rest, you know. You've thought this through long enough. Let's be completely honest. Like, you've thought this situation through so much that it is just time to put it to a rest. It's time to stop fighting this, what feels to be a losing battle, because nothing is coming from it. And you've gained wisdom here, believe it or not. It's like what you have to do is just open up your eyes and you'll see all the changes that have happened here. You know, it's going to change your foundations, because I feel like for some of you it had been going on for so long. You know, that this is what you felt was the future, but it's not the future. Okay, a lot of you, I'm feeling though, have moved past this. But as we move forward, there is someone new. And now you have your ego up, and like your confidence level, well, not confidence level, but more like your ego up to save yourself from being emotionally hurt or going through any crazy stuff like that you've been through before. Okay? So you're like, I don't believe in relationships, or like, I don't see any relationships moving forward. Um, I have something here with someone, and I just need them to see. But you need to see that it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. And slowly you're seeing that, because you're coming from feeling like you had something on lock, or feeling like you had some sort of foundations, even though there wasn't any opportunity or there was problems. It feels like every direction or every way you went, there was some sort of problem or some sort of blockage. So it's so important for you during this time to move forward, Aquarius, okay? To reach out and make some things happen. Especially with the sacral chakra. It's like you have your own desires and emotions and wants, you know? So you just have to step out and explore those. You have to create your own victories in life. See? Especially with the Four of Cups in reverse, it's like you can let go of this and you can emerge from this, from feeling this way, or like from waiting. Okay? Because I feel like there is an offer coming into you, and it's something new and flirty. So there may have been a moment where this person had kind of stepped back for a second, and I feel like they're coming back. Okay? So lots of communication. You know what's going to help you? When you open up and start communicating with this person, you're going to be like, I'm not stuck anymore. This is pretty boss. You know, like you're going to be like, this person's pretty amazing. I like them. I see stability here. You know? Interesting. Yeah. The shock is that you're going to be happy. I do feel like you're holding back a little bit because you kind of need some time to be single, and not even just be single like without a partner. It just means that you need to be with yourself. It's kind of like the hermit card, but just like spending time by yourself. Spending money on yourself, doing things for yourself, that type of thing. So it's like you need to focus on yourself. Even though you're happy, you're taking time out to leave whatever this old stuff was, or whatever you may have going on in your life, and to kind of focus on this and see how it makes you happy as an individual, which you're going to find out that it does. It feels like you don't have to be anxious like you were in the old situation. It doesn't feel like I don't feel like you like to be in control as much as you had to be in the last situation. And in this one, it doesn't feel like you have to be in control. It feels like you can let loose and kind of be free, or be yourself, Aquarius, which is good. Yeah. It's like you're clear that those memories that you have in the past, or with this past situation, is done. It's like you're healing from it, you're releasing it because you have something better. Yeah. You totally know you can leave it alone. So I feel like emotionally, your emotions are being raised to a place that it should have been in this one, but it wasn't. And even though you're not sure why you feel that way, because reason doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense for you to feel this way, but you do feel this way. that you're letting go all of your fears to kind of investigate your feelings or learn how to move forward in this in a practical way, like in an actual relationship. Interesting. So, Aquarius, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I will see you in the new year. I love you so much. Bye bye.